she thinks that we will not strike at the very heart of Stadium. Yet here we stand on the precipice of the final battle. We die tonight. Mankind dies with us.
The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Rice Owls offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard to beat.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make a stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team is able to sling him to the ground. So USF's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled.
Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. Down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but it gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Got a little defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
The give on the option. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Don't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Norton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Whoa.
He's going to lose a yard on that.
You niggas got to hold your block.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll go to the counter play. Runs through a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Under fire. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down.
Yo,
Let's see which way that's
every time, bro. That's 3 times in a row. How this nigga? I think you cannot let the niggas letting the fucking ball go. I'm hitting the nigga before you let the ball go.
Defenders hate quarterbacks.
The fuck?
Nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut.
Stop cheating for these niggas.
15-yard penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Give to the big fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got an open man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. trying play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. QB got it himself. Wide open on the right. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer anymore. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They'll keep it on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got his man! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a crease. It's Norton. Oh, it's out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Now starting here at Stevens. That's
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Brown wants to pass.
Yo, why do we...
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes a grab past the marker. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage. looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field to catch the defense off guard.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Bulls.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Big fullback's got it. Shakes off the defender.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF. On to attempt the try.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Caught near the sticks, it's Barnett. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll immediately call timeout. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Scrambling away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Isaac. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Myers on the move. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked at him.
There he goes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So Them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his running.
Again, this nigga keep on dropping the fucking ball, bro. How many drops? I gotta check out the drops this season.
The first half, after that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Mason Gravy's got a first down. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a sec, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Florida. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field, you're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to scramble. First down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play?
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Owls.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for room. It's North. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter.
Almost fucked up on senior night. Niggas ain't seen it right. 100 grams of shots, and when we send them to green night, tell them young boys to chill out and sit down. And I ain't never been the bitch, but homie, I big now. Homie, to get it now. Tell them young boys what's up. You been popping off, drop it off. Hot niggas talk for beefy, baby. You knock them off. I ain't with that bullshit talk, baby. Let's get it off.
It's a 1st and 10. Brown will throw it.
Oh, I ain't with the bullshit talk, baby. Just knock it off. 100 round shots when we sitting at him.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time.
Nigga, you knock the balls. Oh, what is he talking about? He ain't. Oh, what is he talking about? He ain't popping off. Lifestyle of rich and famous niggas that.
2nd and long. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go in the ball.
No!
Oh, the offense lucky to
fuck, man, this game's cheating. Bro, should be cheating, I'm telling you.
Right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That one comes out hot down the right side.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. It's a reverse. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback.
Let's go. Just let him get the field goal. Fuck. Oh, man. I ain't seen it night. Niggas getting hurt too much.
Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the ground game. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
These niggas do not block. This is the last game of the season. You niggas ain't coming out with no fucking heart, nigga. Where the fuck your heart at, nigga?
Defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that.
This nigga done dropped 3 passes. He dropped this one. I'm definitely not gonna ask him to come back.
Here's the pressure. And the
Good
deflection
defense,
by
bro.
the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can...
Look, oh fucking, this nigga keep tripping. Ah!
Tough way to end this drive.
Fuck!
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Oh, it's a reverse.
Good hit, y'all. Good defense.
Room and all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got
All right, let's work. That's fucking wild. So it's game. Get this the fuck off.
Now they'll kick it away.
Yeah, let's score. We got to
Not
score.
the way they wanted
We
to
got
end
to
the
fuck
drive,
this score. Let's go,
but
Smith.
nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through.
What's that? We on 30-25? We on 21?
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
I'm throwing the ball.
They've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's just a bad mistake. You can't do that in this situation of the game. You're not going to be able to come back and win this late if you're taking big losses like that. So at this point, if no one's open, he's just got to throw that thing away and live to play another day. But instead,
going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That
Nigga said good catch, and the nigga still dropped it, bro.
Have to make that catch.
Oh, man, bro, this shit hurt. This shit hurt me.
home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
I cannot get the... Oh, let me find the ball. Let me...
Catch their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Forced out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Got the first down himself. Out of bounds at the offense dials up a
Fucking
play.
biggest player of your whole career,
Man
nigga.
down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls are flying down the field. Brown wants to pass. A little screen to the running back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh 7. Touchdown Bulls! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Price takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Catch in the middle, it's Walker.
This game, bro, this shit is getting tight right now.
They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Walker.
Another missed. How am I missing tackles, bro? These are easy tackles.
To get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it.
Why he did that? They ran out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He'll try to do it himself. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
On the play. Second down coming up.
And again. Ready?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
It's picked off. And
Fucking good shit.
The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here.
Thanks so much for
Hey,
spending
Siri.
some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
4KD.
You have a lot to explain. Starting with who you are, nobody in our database matches your print. No facial recognition hits for driver's license, passport, social media account, credit card, not even a goddamn student ID.
So that's impossible. Somehow you found so far off the grid that you don't even exist.
You, on the other hand, you got a hit when we ran your print. Kyle Reese. But here's the thing. 2 months ago, Kyle Reese was brought in for fighting in the multiplayer. His parents split through the whole scared straight thing, had him fingerprinted, got him to knock up his parents.
Yeah, parents. Kyle Reese was born in 2004. He's 12.
Yeah, they're still alive. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're not going to ID you as their kid. Except the print match. Right? Because he's the same person. He hasn't aged. Not a bit since I saw him in 1984. Or two. You remember me? I was younger. More hair, less. You saved my life. A uniform cop in Atlanta. Who are you people? Sergeant, Capcom, EM3 at 416, Kyle Reese. You need to let us go.
Reese don't.
Soldier. You do. From the Marine straight out of high school, 1979. What year did you enlist? 2021. You're a time traveler.
Look, don't listen to him. He's got a head wound.
Don't listen to me. Who landed us in high-density traffic and got us caught by these men?
I am ordering you to shut up.
That's all you know how to do, is order people. You realize you haven't had a proper relationship with a human being since you were a kid?
Yeah, well, it's your fault we're stuck here. It's
My fault? You got us caught. Now you're going to get us killed because you don't... Hey, step back.
Homeland's here.
Thank God. You two are officially someone else's problem. Brian, I want to talk to you. Dennis, this is what I was talking about. Maybe I believe you. Maybe I don't hear you.
You were very convincing.
We're kidding.
I didn't get it myself.
Me unlocking your cuffs doesn't make me fix it.
I didn't say it.